pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can now sit.
Hello, I am Abdi. This is Central Connect Wayzata Central Middle School weekly news programs from the week beginning April 27, 2018. Central Connect is presented by volunteers each week.
And I am Sam. Central Connect is watched in advisories and can be viewed from the CMS web. Central Connect is a place to hear about what's happening in CMS, and you can be involved.
Most recent You've Been Spotted winners are, for 6th grade, Mahik M., for 7th grade, Hamdi J., and for 8th grade, Isha S. Congratulations to all who showed their children pride this week.
Central Connect has already announced in previous programs the CMS choices for the 2018 Maud Hart Lovelace Award. We are proud as can be that once more the readers of CMS have picked our first choices, the titles that went on to win for the entire state of Minnesota. In Division 2, the 2018 statewide winner announced last Sunday is The War That Saved My Life. Plus, the winner statewide in Division 1 is Fort, which is CMS's second choice. How much more in touch with the best in young adult readers can we be? Congratulations, CMS. If you haven't read our winners, come to CMS for more copies today.
Hello, I am Henry. A week ago, author Brian Wells came to CMS to talk with students about his new book, The League and the Lantern. Copies are available for borrowing in the Media Center.
In activity news, Breakfast Book Club meets next on Monday, April 30 at 8 a.m. to discuss The Bamboo Sword by Margie Price. Book club members who have finished reading, please return your copy to the Media Center for a second reader. If you don't have a copy yet, come to the Media Center for one so you'll be ready for our discussion on April 30th. If you're not yet a BBC member, why not? Come to the Media Center for the last Monday of each month for bagels and good conversations about books.
BBC enrollment never closes, so if you still want to join this or any open intramural, fill out and turn in a blue intramural form to the front office.
Have you noticed the locker ads showing up on lockers around CMS? If you've read a book you think someone else would enjoy, why not advertise it on your locker? Stop by the Media Center and pick up a few, along with some contact papers to attach them. Let's show everyone that CMS reads.
Now here is Sam with this week's book review.
The War That Saved My Life is a story about a girl named Ada. She has never left her one-room apartment because she was born with clubfoot, which makes it very hard to walk. But when her brother gets shipped out of London to avoid war, she comes with. She learns how to ride a pony, read, and a lot more. You can get a copy of The War That Saved My Life in the CMS Media Center.
Wow, that seems like a really good book. On Friday, April 20th, student council members and CMS maintenance crews worked to load over 30 industrial bags of clothes into a dump truck. The clothes were then delivered to IOCP in Wayzata, where families will be able to buy their clothing at an extremely discounted rate. Overall, the clothing drive was a huge success. CMS counted so many clothes that IOCP was slightly overwhelmed by the amount donated. Thank you to all who contributed.
Here's this week's Earth Day Power Ed moment. Energy fact. Recycling is collapsing in the U.S. due to the public confusion about recycling is currently at just 21.4%. When the U.S. recycling levels reach 75%, it will be the environmental and CO2 equivalent of removing 55 million cars from the U.S. roads each year and will generate 1.5 million new jobs in the U.S. Energy trivia. Name 3 items that should be recycled that are mistakenly thrown in the trash.
Hello, I am Siddharth and this is Peter. We are here with CMS staff members Mr. Ross Nelson and Mr. Chad Bartles of 8th grade Social Studies. We know that you both coach track and field and are runners, so seeing you out with the team is no surprise. But what's this we've heard about you, taking it to another level a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, on April, 14th, we were supposed to fly out to Boston, but obviously we got hit with like the biggest snowstorm in like April Minnesota history, and airport closed down and a lot of people headed to the Boston Marathon. Didn't make it, but Chad and I were lucky enough to catch a flight on Sunday and get out to Boston just in time.
What makes the Boston Marathon unique?
Well, it is the oldest. This was the 122nd running of the Boston Marathon, and it's the oldest continuously running marathon in the world. And appropriately enough, we have the American flag here. It takes place on Patriots Day, which is a state holiday in Massachusetts. It's kind of like the 4th of July in that state. So it's celebrating a holiday. It's celebrating an important race in their history, and everyone really just comes out to participate and watch it.
How did you prepare?
Well, as most marathoners, are going to prepare by running lots of miles. So typically, you want to start emphasizing 5 to 6 months prior and start to really try to build up your mileage slowly. I think I peaked right around 85 miles a week. I think Mr. Nelson does a little bit more than that. It's kind of different for every people. Some people are high mileage, some people are lower mileage. You do some hill work. Boston course is a very hilly course, very challenging, so you obviously run a lot of hills up, a lot of downhills. You do some mile repeats, you do some 2-mile repeats, you do some other speed work on the track. Really helps if you can run with some buddies too to kind of motivate you, because a lot of it is done through the heavy, deep winter months. So Mr. Nelson and I ran a few times together, and he's part of a running club as well, which helps a lot to keep you motivated and preparing well.
What advice do you have for CMS people who'd like to be distance runners or to succeed in any area that takes a lot of sisu?
If you want to be a distance runner, I would encourage you to go out for cross country or track, or really any sport that is really running intensive might be a good way to start your distance running career. Do you have any advice on the sisu part?
Yeah, I mean, to be a runner is a lot different than other sports. There's no ball or hoop or bat, net. It's just you're out there. It's you and the miles. So it really does help to run with some buddies to kind of challenge yourself and say, is this something that I really would like to get involved with? The cross-country teams here in Wayzata are phenomenal teams, as are the track teams as well. So they really give young kids all the way up through high school great opportunities to prepare and succeed.
Thanks for representing us so well in Boston and in life, for being our teachers and sharing with us today. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Do you have information about CMS activities, achievements, or athletics, which you should be on Central Connect?
Or do you want to be part of CC News team? Talk with your advisor and ask he or her to choose a week and contact Dr. Rogers in the Media Center.
And that's it for Central Connect.
This is a piece of advice. 9 plus 10 does not equal 21.